You are now checked in to Stand Up New York Labs. Oh, yeah.
Today's sponsor is Audible.com, a leading provider of spoken audio entertainment and information. Listen to audiobooks whenever and wherever you want. Get a free book when you sign up for a 30, that's right, Mark, 30-day free trial at audiblepodcast.com/Tuesdays with stories. Take it away, Marcus.
Ooh, boy, I signed up today. Did you?
I signed up twice yesterday and
boy.
once today. That's 90 days to you, me, and the lamppost and the desk.
All right, well, good. I love a good lamppost, and we need a new desk.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
Nah, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Good to be back, everybody. Just me and Joe solo today. Tuesdays with Stories. This is the way it's meant to be.
Oh, boy.
I'm joking. Nothing against the guest.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
We should apologize right out of the gate. There was a little sound trouble last week.
We had a little sound issue. There was some fiddling with the microphone. Maybe something was up with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to point fingers or blame, but the whole family here at Stand Up Labs and Tuesdays with Stories apologizes.
Yes.
Hopefully we're crisp and clear right now.
Hopefully. We're trying to be a little more professional for
Yes.
the kids at home.
Since
So,
really we are
sorry.
professional right now.
Yeah, we're making a little cash.
Audible.com. Very, very little cash.
Thank you, Audi. Audible.
Audible.com. Speaking of making things, I sent you a picture. Got my Crest whitening strips in the mail.
Oh, how great is that?
Courtesy of Crest Toothpaste Company.
I always heard about that as a kid, like, oh, yeah, your glasses break and you send them a letter and they send you a box of sunglasses.
Oh, I never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
No.
That was like a thing in the 80s.
What?
Yeah, people did that.
Oh, I knew about action movies and
You never saw Summer School?
I did.
Yeah, his glasses broke, and he said, hey, he wrote a letter like, these glasses aren't that good, and they sent him a whole box, and he gave it out to the class.
Oh, wow, yeah, I kind of remember that. I was never that into that movie.
Oh, boy.
Didn't really do it for me.
We're about done here. Yeah, it was a fun summer romp.
Yeah, it's not bad. Decent romp. I liked Ski Patrol.
Ooh, too cold.
Remember that scene where they lose the contact and they're all looking for the contact?
Oh, yeah.
And it's fun. And then the hardest I've ever laughed at that point in my life was the black guy, the Meeps and the Sweeps, the guy with the voices.
Oh, my God, Spaceballs.
What's the guy's
Michael
name?
Winslow.
Michael Winslow. He in that
guy.
movie, is that the same black guy?
Yes.
He's in Ski Patrol. He painted eyes on his eyelids so he could sleep, but he looked awake. And how ridiculous the eyes were. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Google
yeah.
it. It's classic.
I will, but boy, Spaceballs. Was that a fave of yours? Because I fucking love that.
Spaceballs blew my doors off.
I hated Star Wars. I love Spaceballs.
I was into Star Wars, but I was very, very young.
I pretended.
I wanted to be Luke Skywalker.
I was more of a Han guy.
Were you?
Yeah, he was a little rugged.
That's interesting. You like a rugged guy?
Yeah, fuck me in the ass.
You don't look too rugged. And I don't
why I
believe
like it.
if anyone was getting fucked in the ass, it was Luke and not Han.
Well, that's true. I'm saying Han, fuck me.
Oh, you want to get fucked by Han? I
Yeah,
see.
not the Wookiee, though. Ugh.
Earliest I ever jerked off, we talked about it before, was Billy Idol's video, Rock the Cradle.
Wow.
But number 2 was Princess Leia in that
Oh,
gold thing.
I liked her in the trash compactor. Something about a woman in trash. Turns me on.
Ooh, boy.
Those hair, though, when she had the thing, like the earmuff hair.
The buns.
The buns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4 buns on one lady.
She was great in Blues Brothers, too, Carrie Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Big drunk.
I heard that.
Yeah, she did a one-woman
Right.
show.
She's a little loopy now.
Yeah. Well, booze and showbiz will do it.
Man, that's true. It's a rough combo.
We'll be loopy in no time.
Yeah, I'm halfway there. All right.
All right. Well, what do you... Boy,
I've got
I haven't
so
even seen
goddamn
you because
much.
every time I text you, you're out, you're fucking abroad, you're making money, you're doing a show. I don't even know who you are anymore, practically.
I got to tell you, man, I'm all over this town, and I'm not sleeping, and I'm loving it. I'm soaking every moment of life. I'm also I started taking boxing. I can't move.
Wow.
I'm incredibly stiff. I'm sore. I can't. I'm moving my arms right now. I'm in pain moving them.
My girlfriend's no good at karate, but you should see her box.
Huh?
Huh? Classic.
That's a
Smile
good
from
one.
the producer.
That is a classic.
All right.
I heard a fun one the other day. 2 Jews are at a restaurant. The waiter walks up and goes, "Hey, you guys, was anything all right?" I love that.
How about this? My girlfriend's a kleptomaniac. You should see her snatch.
That's a classic as well. Probably the same writer, I hope, as the other one. All right, how about this one? The girlfriend's mad at the boyfriend. She goes, "You never tell me how much you love me anymore." And he goes, "Well, I didn't want to upset you."
Hey, all right.
That's something.
That's pretty good.
I'll take it.
We should just start sneaking around in here just to balance the bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my friend was wearing something weird. I called him out on it. I go, what are you wearing? He goes, "Hey, it's laundry day." I said, "Yeah, but you're wearing lipstick." It's one of my first jokes I ever wrote.
I like it. Remember
Thank
we
you.
used to play the What Are You Down To game? I had a cookout at my house. It's a classic sort of improv game. You say, "Hey, Mark, I got to do laundry."
Oh.
And then you say, "What are you down to?"
Right.
Well, let's run one.
All right.
Hey, Mark, I got to do some laundry.
Oh, yeah, what are you down to?
Oh, boy, a tube top, a pair of pumps, and a scuba mask.
Uh-huh.
It's fun.
Now I forgot how the rest of the game goes.
That's the whole thing.
Oh, that's
And
it.
you say, "I got to do some laundry."
I got to do some laundry.
Oh, funny you should ask. What are you down to?
Down to 2 clogs, a merkin, and a toupee.
That's it. That's the whole game.
All right.
We had a barbecue at my house one time. We did that for 2 hours straight.
Ha
It was real fun. Anyways, let's hear some of these town stories.
Ooh,
You're painting
boy.
the town. I noticed.
painting.
I was walking around. The town looks a little red, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, that is me and a little bit of menstruation. So, boy, I've just been on a tear with the gals, and now there's just, the confidence is through the roof, and it's not even confident. Now it's just blind bullshit. Like, I'm just going in. If I don't get the number, who cares? There's no stakes. So I just go, I met this girl at Brother Jimmy's barbecue.
Great spot.
Yeah, it's a good show there. This girl was the waitress, and I was like, "Oh boy," I just went up to her. I was like, "Oh man, you're really pretty, yada yada yada." And she's like, "Okay, thanks, yeah." And I usually at this time I would start floundering and be freaking out because she was kind of weirded out by me. But I was like, fuck it. So I went on stage. I was like, "How about this waitress, huh? Gorgeous, not bad cleavage either." It gets a big laugh. So for some reason, when you have a microphone, it's okay to fuck with a woman.
Of course, yeah.
It's an odd thing.
We seem to be getting away with quite a bit of racism as well.
That's true. Well, we had a black. Never mind. So after I got off stage, she was like, "Oh, that was funny, whatever. I usually hate comedy." And I said, "Oh, well, you're going to love me." And I'm not sure what that meant. And I got her number. I text her. We go on a date. We go on a great date. She's hilarious. She's like this funny gal. We go on a date. We're drinking. We're having fun. We go to her stoop. We're making out on the stoop. That hardcore, nasty makeout.
Wow.
Tongues and
Stoop
teeth.
makeout.
Stoop.
Now, if I may interject for a moment, I know
Please.
you as well as you can know a person. You do 5-6 spots a night. You're
Yeah.
not taking a night off for anybody. When you say date, what does that entail?
That means it'll be like a 2 or 3 spot night where I'm done by like 11.
Okay, and then you meet up. You take it for a drink, or what are you doing?
I
You
say-
whining, dining?
Yeah, I say, "Where do you live?" And I always go to their neighborhood just because I feel like they're comfortable. They're close to home. You never know.
They can run if something happens.
Exactly. So we go to her area. Boom, she shows up. We make out on the stoop. Bada bing, bada boom. Butt grabbing, thigh. Her leg is up around me, just real hot and heavy. And she does the whole, you can't come up. And I'm like, come on, let me
They
come
all
up.
do that.
They love it. She's like, "Look, I'm going to see you again, you homo. Get out of here, all right?" And I was like, "All right, fine." So now I'm all keyed up. It's 4 a.m. I'm blackout drunk. I got a half a boner. My pussy's wet. I'm all messed up.
Right.
So I get on the G train. I'm waiting forever for the G, and I'm like, now I'm coming down. I'm getting a little hungover. I'm getting tired. I'm losing my boner. And I see this girl in the G finally comes. See this girl on the G train. Big Jew face. Real hardcore beak on this skank.
Now,
I'm
some of the people
talking-
may not know you love a Jew face.
Love a Jew. I'll take a Sarah Jessica Parker over Heidi Klum any day. I'm a weirdo.
I'm not even familiar with Heidi Klum, but she's kind of a go-to hot person.
Yeah, she's like the gentile blonde. Who's a hot one I could compare to someone you would
You know who I like is my girlfriend's obsessed with the model Kate
Moss.
Kate Moss.
She's
Yeah,
pretty.
she's always naked. She's hot.
She's very
So
pretty.
you like a Jew broad?
I like a Jew. I like. Is she a Jew, Moss? I don't think
No,
so.
I think she's the non-Jew. I was trying to
Oh.
think of the non-Jew.
Okay. Well, I like her
opposite.
as well, but I like an interesting face. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, you like a
here.
big hook on there.
Yeah. So I see this girl. We're making eyes, and I'm so drunk that I'm not self-conscious about making too many eyes.
Mhm.
The booze, it helps.
For sure, yeah.
So I think
Helps in that department, yeah.
Yeah. Not the driving test. So I kept making eyes at her, and she was putting her hair up in a bun, and I was like, "Oh, that's fun to watch." And then she kept looking back at me, then I would turn away, then I would look, and she would look at me, and I would turn away. And eventually she starts giggling, like, "Geez, this idiot's still looking at me, huh? This is crazy." So she gets off on Bedford Nostrand on the G, which is way in the middle of hell. So I go, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm getting off too." But I keep a distance.
Yes.
Because I don't I have a big fear of being a creepy rapist-looking guy.
So you walk a small distance behind her at 4 a.m.
Yes.
I read you.
I got like 2 guys in front of me between us, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I watch her. She goes out the left staircase. I go out the right, just to keep a little distance, you know?
You're stalking her to not be creepy.
Yes. So she's walking on one side of the street. I'm walking on the other. This is deep Brooklyn. I don't know where we are. And so I stay across the street. We're neck and neck, but there's a big street between us. And she takes a left on her street, and I go, well, I can't turn left. That'd be too creepy.
Right.
You know? So I look down her street, just one last look, and she gives me the wave in. Like a fucking third base coach. Like, come on, buddy, come in.
Get the hell
I
outta
swear to
here.
God, the wave. She gives me the wave.
Yeah, you've spoken to her 0%.
Zero. All eyes. I've spoken to her with my eyes.
Wow, I think it's the tan. You're very tan.
I don't know if I am.
You're tan and you got a shadow of the 5 o'clock variety.
I was the shadow.
Wow.
So she waves me in, and I go over there, and I'm like, I immediately go, hey, look, I had to meet you. You're so pretty, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to, freak her out, be like, let's fuck right now on the sidewalk, And she's like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a comedian. And she goes, tell me a joke. And I did a new one on her, and it hit.
Wow.
I was so drunk, I did a newbie.
That's what you want to do. You want to get something out of it. Because what if she doesn't want to fuck?
That's
you might
true.
as well get a read on a new joke.
That's a good point. Yeah, some feedback.
Right.
So the new joke hits, and she goes, are you really a comic? Did you really write that? So I pull up my Conan on the iPhone.
Aha.
And that was it. After that, it was in the bag. We go to her stoop. We're making out like animals on her stoop. Crazy. Crazy. She's this crazy Jew broad, wild, Brooklyn, fun times. Her name was Violet.
Wow.
Yeah.
A violet. She's a crayon.
Yes.
Before today, I'd never heard of a stoop makeout before in my life.
That's a big makeout spot.
Maybe in the 80s. Puerto Ricans.
Oh, wow.
Paul Simon.
Yeah. So we're making out on the stoop, and she goes, look, you can't come up. We just met. So that's my second you can't come up in one night.
Wow.
In 1 hour.
They all do that. I think they got together and had a meeting, and they were like, "We got to tell everyone they can't come up." And then and then one girl was like, "Well, what if we want to fuck them?" You're like, "We'll still say that don't come up, but still fuck them."
Yes, exactly.
But the wave around, I don't want to be part of the whole slut shaming, whatever the hell that means. But this girl, she's just waving in a stranger. That's certainly teetering on the slut department.
At 4 a.m., but I think I have a non-threatening look.
You're a little teddy bear.
Yes, teddy bear.
Usually teddy bear is reserved for a chubbier guy. Mm-hmm. You're an in-shape teddy.
Ooh.
Which is really the ultimate package.
Yeah, I'm a Teddy Ruxpin.
I mean, I gotta stop because it's gonna come out that I have a little thing for you here. But the tan, the shad,
I'm waiting for it, baby.
you look terrific.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm on no sleep. But yeah, so.
Can you imagine you with my hair?
Woo!
Unstoppable.
Wee! You do have a nice head of hair, a good piece, and a good height.
Yeah, I got those things, but I'm a little gangly.
A little bit.
I wish I had a lower waist to be a better height.
I'm
all legs.
A lot of leg, yeah.
Yeah,
You're on
and I'm
stilts.
happly married. Let's get back to you there.
All right. So,
Razor Ramon.
So yeah, going at it. You can't come up. So I get the number, and we've been doing a lot of nasty texting. Ooh. But that was just one of those great New York moments, and I walked all the way home. It was like a 40-minute walk at 4 a.m. I was just like on cloud 9. My feet never touched the ground, just skipping home and through black neighborhoods.
Wow, what a classic! And you still working the other girl as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Now, how many? My friend Jason Canner, former guest, or past guest, I should say.
Great guest.
He talks about it as like stoves. You're moving the stuff around. Oh. You get your front burner, your back burner. You put that one on the side. This one you take off the oven, but it's still in the kitchen.
I like that.
How many you got working in the kitchen right now?
Oh boy, I'm
counting cabinets.
Oh jeez, good lord, I'm in the back of an Applebee's right now. I got a lot of burners going. I don't know. The fajitas are sizzling, my friend. Some are boiling over, and I think that might be the end.
Could be trouble, yeah.
There's a few where I'm chopping and mincing, throwing them in there.
When you're done, what you do, you give them to a friend, let them eat them.
That's a little awkward.
Well, maybe not a friend, but you know what I'm going with the analogy.
Oh, yeah, I'll give them to a homeless person.
You can't just throw them out. A homeless person, that's even better.
Leftovers.
And a bit of a callback.
Hey!
You had sex with a homeless woman.
Oh, that's right.
If you recall.
Oh, she never returned my calls.
Well, she doesn't have the means to.
She probably pawned that phone, I guess.
Have you been checking the sky for smoke signals? Or maybe a bird?
I've been going to the train tracks. Might be some graffiti in a message form.
I was confused at first with the train track.
Well, they hang out there, with their stick with a bag on it.
Oh, yeah. I love the stick and bag.
It's a good look, but I mean,
stick in a bag. My penis is really breaking out these days.
Oh, is that right?
It's not, but I wanted to do the stick in a bag.
Well, I'd believe it. Wouldn't put it past that old shaft.
Oh boy.
Oh man, the producer's asleep. All right. I got more, but what do you got? We'll
keep going. Keep going, because I think we got to do it in departments. This is the sex department. I got nothing. I haven't had sex since '89.
This is comedy, but it ends in sex.
Okay.
All right. So, this is a long one, so I'm going to need you to punch this up a bit.
I'll try my best.
All right. So, December 2013, I do a corporate gig. This guy sees my Conan set. I hate to keep bringing that up.
No, bring it up. What are you kidding? It was a killer set. You're going to be on again July 17th.
14th. Even better. So, this guy sees my Conan set, or this woman, I don't know, I can't remember, and they say, you got to come to I do a hedge fund. The CEO would love you. Come by, do a half hour, meat packing, $3,000. Killer. You're going to be great. It's going to be a hot show. We'll feed you. We'll give you drinks. It's in this beautiful restaurant. It's all you, baby. I said, fucking hey, $3,000. Wow, that's probably the most I've ever made in one sitting.
Right.
So
I don't mean to interrupt, or this isn't a punch-up, but what the hell's a hedge fund? Any idea?
I have it's up there with 401 anal. I don't know any of that stuff.
I don't either.
Yeah.
All right. I thought 401k was a cleaning product.
Hey, T-bills, I thought was what you lose when you get AIDS.
Never even heard of a T-bill. I've heard of a GI bill.
Oh, GI.
That's old school, though. I think.
Okay.
Anyways, hedge fund. We'll have to Google it later.
We'll Google.
All right, so you got the corporate gig.
Corporate gig. I go in. I'm pretty pumped. I wore a blazer because I was really like, this is something. I brought a lady. I had a date. Not a date, but this lady was like a writing. She was like, I want to write something about you for the whatever, Village Voice or something. That's when I got Comedian of the Year or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't even think I knew about that.
Oh, you didn't know about that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh,
I
jeez.
forgot.
Time Out New York, Comedian of the Year.
I had a bitter period, so I apologize if I missed it.
I remember that. I sent you a copy.
Yeah, you didn't send. They're going to think I'm an asshole now.
I'm joking.
No send.
Joking. So, this woman is there to interview, but she was smoking hot, blonde, whatever. So I was like, all right, I got to do well in front of her, whatever. So I go up, blazer, packed house, all attractive people in suits, women in dresses. They're all rich, they're all loaded, they're all eating, they're all drinking. So I go up, cordless mic. First joke, titters. Second joke, even less. So I go, all right, I'm going to go into my gay stuff. This stuff never bombs. The gay stuff always works. So I go to my gay stuff, nothing. My big gay one, nothing. This is all pro-gay material. You know, homophobia is weird, huh? Yada, yada, yada. Zero. A titter here. A lot of mouth holding. A lot of, can we laugh at this?
Right.
So I'm just bombing hardcore. I'm sweating now. I'm supposed to do a half hour. I'm like 8 minutes in, sweating. Eventually, after my fifth or sixth gay joke, this Asian woman stands up and goes, I can't take it anymore. I can't take you talking about the gays. This is completely offensive. And I was like, holy, this is all pro-gay, man. What are you talking about? And she's like, I can't take it. And she throws her napkin down and storms out very dramatically.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck? What are you crazy? So I go off on this woman. I was like, are you fucking nuts? Now my anger is coming out on her.
Right.
So turns out that's the CEO's wife.
Aha.
She just wanted attention, apparently. I don't know.
They all want attention.
So as I'm yelling at this woman, the mic batteries die. Cordless microphone. So now I'm like, you've now the volume goes way down. I've lost all my power. I'm sweating. I'm wiping my sweat on my blazer sleeves. It was brutal. And finally these busboys run up and they're like, hey, here. They take the mic out. They put batteries in it. So now I'm back. Now I'm back with a microphone. Now I'm going back into material. I'm doing my cleanest stuff. These people are offended by any drop of a pin. So I'm kind of still bombing. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm talking about how I'm bombing. I'm 15 minutes in, just brutal. It's so awkward that you could cut the tension with a fucking brick. And the batteries die again.
Jesus Christ. So
now it's all lost. So I go, the batteries died again. I'm telling to the busboy, hey, the batteries died again. And the CEO stands up and he goes, it's over. And I was like, you want me to do something else? You want me to change topics? He goes, no, it's over. And he takes the microphone out of my hand very slowly, which is the worst feeling. So emasculating.
Yeah. And gave it to the busboy.
Yeah. Is it emasculating or demasculating?
I think it's with an I.
Oh, it's I.
Emasculating.
Emasculating.
Like
okay.
Impossible. Or
so what is D?
Demasculate?
Did I make that up?
I think you're thinking of defense.
Aha.
Destroy.
To take a fence down.
Yes.
Got it. All right. So
that's how those busboys got in here.
So now I'm sitting 2 feet away from the whole audience in a booth, drinking a big glass of whiskey, sweating in front of this woman who's writing an article about me. It was super hot. And, that was the end of that. So I just head between my legs, whatever, the tail between your head. I don't know how it goes. And I just leave and I go home and it was brutal. And that was in December. Cut to a week ago. This guy emails me, goes, "Hey, mofo, I was at that party. I thought you were great. I have my own company. I want you to come do it. We'll give you $3,000 again. It's at a golf course upstate. Free booze. You can say whatever you want. It's going to get crazy. These guys aren't stuffy like those pieces of shit.
Oh,
You're
boy.
going to have a blast. I think it'd be perfect for it." And I was like, all right, I get to redeem myself and another $3,000, and it's upstate. It's going to be great.
Wow.
So-
Are you a little nervous that here we go again feeling?
This guy made it sound, he gave me a rap sheet on all the guys. He's like, "This is the Z-Man. We call him the Z-Man. He's a crazy motherfucker. He got his nipple pierced last time we were here. This is Billy Johnson. He likes to fuck whores and all this." I was like, "Oh, this is can't lose."
Right.
So I'm all pumped up. "This is Johnny. He's Jewish. Call him a kike." All this. I was like, "All right, great."
Right. Ask
So-
for a corded mic.
Yeah. They did not have that. Oh, jeez. So I meet this girl at Hot Soup. I met this. This is another side note. I meet this girl at Hot Soup. Super pretty Jewish girl, blonde Jew. That's a rare breed.
Hot Soup Mark's show Tuesdays, Irish Exit in
yeah.
Midtown East, I guess.
Yes. So I meet her, and we keep texting. She's like, "We ever gonna see each other? You homo? You're always working. Yada yada yada." So I was like, "Yeah, we'll see each other." So I go, "I'm leaving for upstate at 6 p.m. Meet me at Grand Central at 5. We'll have a nice hour. We'll have drinks at Grand Central. It'll be very romantic."
Oh, that is romantic.
Yeah. So she doesn't show up till 5:44.
That's a nice 16 minutes.
Wow, that's what I said. But she was like, "What? You got to go at some? Girls just forget information."
Of course.
I kept telling her, "Hey, I got to be out on that train at 6.
Right.
Got to be there at 6:30. The show is at 6:45." And she's like, "Well, okay, great." She gets there at 5:44. I'm like, I got to go in almost 10 minutes. What are you, crazy?" She's like, 10 minutes? That's nothing. I'm like, "God, Jesus." All right, so we were sitting there. It's very romantic. The whole Grand Central behind our backs. We're sitting at a bar. A beer was like $13 and everything. We have a great talk. We have this great time. We start making out at Grand Central. I lose track of time. I look at the clock. It's 6:22. I've missed my train.
Oh, my goodness.
So I go, "Hey, you skank, what are you doing to me?" So I run to the information booth. I was like, "When's the next train to Crestwood?" I sound like a guy from the 50s.
Right.
And he's like, 6:28. I was like, "Oh, Jesus, all right." So I'm supposed to be there. It's a half-hour train ride.
Right.
So I jump to the track. I run there. I get in. I don't even tell her bye. And I get up there. The guys text me, "Where the hell are you? You're not coming. You flaking out on me?" He's hammered by this point.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm on my way. I took the wrong train. I went to Long Island." I'm making up all this stupid shit. And he's like, "All right, you homo, get over here." So I get there. Beautiful Crestwood. I mean, rolling hills, white picket fences, beautiful lawns, white people. I'm walking up the hill. It's just Bentley, Beamer, Audi, Benz.
Wow.
Crazy. Just white paradise suburbia. So I walk, get to the golf course.
Walk.
It was a bit of a ways. The guy's like, "You could have taken a cab." I was sweating bullets when I got there. And he's like smoking a cigar. He's waving me in. He's at the top of the hill, which is this beautiful golf course, and then like the clubhouse.
Wow, he waved you in like the girl in Brooklyn.
Yes, he was waving me in like, "Hey, come on," cigar in hand, scotch in the other. Come on, polo shirt, khaki pants, tucked in, just the whole cliche.
The works.
Yeah, so I get in there, beautiful chandeliers, lovely rug, grand piano, everybody's sitting there eating, chafing dishes everywhere with great food, shrimp and steak. They're the guy cutting the steak, where you can go, "Yeah, give me that piece, that
Right,
guy.
right. I love that.
Amazing. So
Carving station.
Carving, that's the one, yes. So he goes, "All right, get a beer. We're going to start in like 2 minutes. You're super late. We hate you and all that." And I was like, "All right, got it." So I'm apologizing like crazy. And the whole time I'm just like, "Let me just get at that food. I just want that food. But
Right.
I'll do the show. I'm late. I'm sorry." So I grab a beer, and I go, "Hey, you want me to, can I give you my intro?" The guy goes, "Oh, yeah. I'll get your intro. 1 second." Walks to the mic and brings me up.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
It's a
Weirdest
little
thing.
what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I guess so.
Yeah.
The old switcheroo.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was just like, "Yeah, who are you again? We'll just start this. Did you say something?" Like I wasn't important at this point.
But this isn't the guy?
This is the guy.
No, what the fuck? He really changed his tune here.
I know. I think he was a little mad at me, and he's had a couple pops.
The drinks will change the tune.
Oh yeah, big tune change.
No tune.
So he's standing at a podium, and it's just a ballroom of round tables full of people. All you can hear is the clanging and clanging of silverware and a little
Right.
bit of banter. And he does the excuse me, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Leawood Golf Club, hedge fund, whatever, fundraiser. This guy, I saw him 6 months ago. He ate it in front of my other company, but he was so rude and crass, I thought it'd be perfect for you guys.
Oh, wow.
You're going to love him. Put your hands together for Mark Norman. All right. So there's just like a
Right.
You know, no one gives a shit.
Isn't it kind of frustrating that he still calls you rude and crass?
I know.
That's the whole point. You aren't rude and crass.
I know.
I mean, you are, but not in your act.
Right, exactly. So I go up and I'm like, okay. Oh, and by the way, when I was sitting at the bar, everybody was like, "You're the comic. You got to make fun of Johnson. Call him a fag. Go nuts. Say the N-word." I was like, "All right."
Which I hate, by the way.
I know, I hate it too.
It's such a thing that happened the other day at LOL. It's basically them going, "Hey, the whole show, make it about me."
Yes,
Make it about me.
Exactly.
I know all these people are here. It's a whole thing, but I want it to be about me, if you could.
Right.
If you wouldn't mind, fuck all of your thoughts.
Yes,
all
yes.
of your work, and bring this thing over to me. I'm not funny enough to do a thing.
Yeah.
But if you could do it for me, that'll be great.
You'd never do that to a musician. Hey, Jagger, mention me. And you know that song, Brown Eyed Girl? Make it about Kenny.
Right.
You know?
Just sing Brown Eyed Kenny for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I had that the other day at a club. Birthday. Could you bring out a cake? Could you shit on my husband?
Oh, yeah.
No, fuck
What,
you.
Yeah, what
Fuck
am
your
I?
family.
A server? Happy birthday to you.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Go to Fridays.
Right.
Anyway, so you're on stage, the podium, the golf clap.
golf clap. They're not into it. So I go up and I go, all right. His name was Zach. And I go, give it up for Z-Man. What a fag. And that gets like a, huh? Like a what? Where
Right.
did that come from? That was the first thing out of my mouth. And I was like, okay, come on. Don't get gay on me just yet, you fucking pussies. Woo-wee. And they're like, come again? It's like old ladies there and like kids. And I was like, all right. You want to get roasted? Let's get roasted. So he'd give me that rap sheet. So I just pulled that puppy out. I was like, Hans, you German Jew killer. Just zero. Hans was like, well, I'm not even German. I was like, oh, your name's Hans. I took a stab. And he's like, what? All right, yeah. And I was like, where's John Brenrock? He was the CEO. And John's like slowly lifting his hand. And I'm like, John! I don't know about you. You took karate classes. That's what he gave me on the rap sheet. And he's like, yeah, I did. I got a black belt. And I was like, I bet you did, you fucking loser. Just getting zero. Nothing. Right. So I'm like, all right. Obviously the roast isn't working. I'm going into material. And one guy goes, whew. And so I go into material. That's doing okay. I'm getting like actual laughs now.
Right.
Not from everybody, but soft laughs.
Right.
So then I go into the gay stuff. Again, foolproof. Zilch. And I go, anybody gay here? And no one says anything. And I go, well, that's statistically impossible, which is like one of my fake riffs.
Right.
And that gets a big laugh. And that's just 30 minutes of this joke kind of working, that joke not really, this one kind of, a lot of sweating. I do a little bit of crowd work.
Uh-huh.
That's bombing a little bit. The waiter comes up. He was like 8 years old or 9. He was probably 12. And I go, what are you taking orders there? You should order yourself some pubes. And that got like a,
Because it's not a normal order.
I guess.
Yeah.
And he wasn't part of the group, so they're like, don't fuck with the staff, you idiots.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then
no,
it was-
he wasn't on the sheet.
Yeah, there was one black guy there, and I was like, they let you in? And that got a bit of a laugh, and I was like, come on, he's laughing. I was just getting hacky at this point, like trying to save myself. And so I start doing the slut bit, and it's all these bits are too long. Every one-liner one's kind of working, and anything where I say fuck is kind of working, but other than that, I'm kind of dying a real death, and I do a pedophile joke, and that almost gets a knife thrown at me. And just kind of bombing, and eventually Zach is in the back. I've probably done 25, and Zach's in the back just waving like, wrap it up, another minute kind of thing. Just like one more minute, give me a one
Right.
finger.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to close on this one. You're going to love it. And I close on a big thing I always close on, zilch. And I was like, well, I was going to close on that, and that gets the laugh.
Right.
It's just everything is going wrong. And so I start making fun of people again, and that's kind of getting them. And then I try one more thing, and he keeps giving me like the, all right, that's enough.
Right.
And then I was like, all right, thanks a lot. I'm Mark Norman, and I slunk off stage and just walk over, and I just go right to the food.
Right.
And I pick up a plate. It's like the food is kind of half there now. Like the shrimp is ice cold.
It's cold, yeah.
It's like all tucked into the corner of the dish, So I'm scraping that out. I'm bonding with the carving guy at this point because I'm so lonely.
Yeah, you got to find the guy that's not part of the group.
Yes.
Because you didn't bomb for the carve guy.
Yeah, he didn't hear a word. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" I was like, it doesn't matter." And we were both alone together, and it was kind of a nice moment. So I'm sitting next to him eating while he's carving, and boy, was it you relate to the staff more than anyone in
Of
those
course.
situations. I was sitting with the bartender, like, "Oh, that was rough." So then I try to like make it a point to go out there and talk to people, like, "All right, you idiots, they're paying you a lot of money, just suck it up, go talk to them, pretend like this wasn't that bad." And so I go up to one guy, and there's a guy and a girl, and I go, "Oh boy, that comic was brutal, huh? Just trying to be funny. And the guy goes, ah, and the girl goes, yeah, he was. Like knowing it was me, like right eye contact, and I was like, Jesus.
Those women, they can be brutal.
Brutal.
When they're not waving you into their house, they can really be quite cutting.
And it pissed me off because the guy was like, be mean. Everybody's like, be a dick, get crass, get crazy. That's why they hired me, literally.
Right. They all think that. We've talked about this before. All these people think they know what they want, but they don't know.
Right.
And just leave it to the comic. It's the same thing as people being like, we want a 2-hour show. We want it to be 2 hours. You don't want a 2-hour show.
No.
You're like, we want a comic at our wedding. You don't want a comic at your wedding. We want
Yeah.
a bachelor party. No, you don't want a comic at your bachelor party.
Right.
It's all that crap.
They never know, and then you take the hit. You're the bad guy at the end. It's like, I just did what you told me to do, and I'm the bad guy?
Yeah, you suck, but they don't get the rap sheet. They didn't see all the behind-the-scenes nonsense.
Exactly.
They're just like, well, that guy's not funny.
Right, exactly. And that's another thing. These jokes, these are my A jokes that kill. We do them in clubs every night, multiple times a night. I've done them on TV. But for those people, I'm not funny.
Right.
I hate that.
I know. We always talk about that. The idea of one person thinking I'm not funny, it makes me crazy.
God.
'Cause you're like, you're incorrect.
Right.
And if you were part of a different setting,
Yes.
you also would think I was funny.
Exactly.
People are basing it on what's happening around them.
Why can't they see outside the box? I just don't get that.
Some people can, and those people are comedians or fans of ours.
Yes.
There's some really good comedy fans that can see it, that get it.
Right.
Those are the tweets you get. People like this. You were bombing. That joke bombed, but I thought it was hilarious. I got it. And those are the best people. Those are the people that remain fans.
Yes.
There's like a percentage of people that will laugh, and they're like, well, that guy was great, and they never care again.
Right.
The people that will laugh under any circumstances, those are the people that are like, I'm going to tune into this pod, I'm going to follow you on Twitter, and I'm going to masturbate looking at your sister.
Yeah, you guys get it right now. These are the smart ones listening.
Right.
They get it. But nothing else is like that. And if you're a good cook, you go to a restaurant, if the restaurant has a bad vibe, the food is still good.
Right.
But with comedy, if there's a bad vibe in the room, the comedy's bad all of a sudden.
Right.
Why is that?
Yeah, people get their bill and they're like, $8 for a Bud Light? This comic sucks.
Right.
And you're
exactly.
like, no, I'm good. I didn't set the price.
Yes.
You.
It's all on us.
All right. Speaking of prices, let me throw that Audible out there.
Yeah,
and then we'll keep going. We got to do this twice, everybody. We're little corporate cunts here.
We're real sellouts.
But I got no money.
Oh, no. And send some in if you have any. All right. Today's sponsor is what you said already. The Tuesdays with Stories podcast is happy to be sponsored by Audible.com, a leading provider in spoken digital audio entertainment and information. They have over 150,000 titles to choose from, and you can listen to them on any device, including whatever you're hearing us on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ham radio, I imagine.
With a transistor radio.
Yeah.
That's not what Van Morrison sounds like.
Oh, I love the van.
It's Van the Man.
Van the Man, the Belfast Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sign up at our URL, which is audiblepodcast.com/Tuesdays with Stories, you get one free audiobook and a 1-month trial of the service. A whole month free.
Wow. I got a past guest, Dan Bulger. I was talking to him. He loves the Audible.com book.
I love
He's
it.
like, you got to get into it because he listens to all these history books. You drive around your car, it's just a guy telling you about history.
Yeah, and you're learning while driving.
Indeed.
Yes, and you can tell people you're well read even though you never read.
Here in America, we want to make sure we're doing something while we're driving. It's not enough to just drive.
That's true.
You want to be eating, tweeting, listening, masturbating.
DJ, yeah.
Do you masturbate in the car?
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
How could you not? It's right there.
Yeah, it's a long time, and you get the napkins in the center console, and you just jerk it off.
I wonder if when the stick shift died off, because every car was stick and now it's rare, I wonder if the masturbating was less with a stick.
Oh, I imagine, because it's a two-hand thing. But I only masturbate on the highway, and then it's already in fourth gear anyway.
That's a good point.
And that stick sometimes vibrates just a little bit. And
oh, yeah. If I was a lady, I'd sit right on that thing.
Indeed. They like the motorcycles, the ladies.
Is that right?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Get yourself a motorcycle, buddy.
They're so loud.
I hate them.
Hate them.
But the girls, they sit on them the whole time. They come.
Ooh.
They come on the way to the date.
Oh, boy. That's exciting.
I did a corporate gig myself this past week.
Wait, I just gotta say the end.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were ending. That's why I told you to read the thing.
No.
Oh, jeez, get me with the end.
All right, oh, it's not much. So
I wouldn't have thrown a commercial in the middle of your story, for God's sakes.
Well, so I'm standing there, and I'm like, where the fuck is Zach? I got to get out of here. You just want to leave so bad, those situations. And you're like, all right. And the guy's I think he's kind of hiding from me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, where's Zach? And somebody's like, oh, he's outside. So I go outside. He's in a group of guys smoking cigars. and drinking whiskey. And I'm like, hey, Zach, just letting you know I'm leaving. And he hands me the check, and he goes, well, thanks for the attempt. Oof, boy, that stung.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I had the check, and I said, well, you told me to be mean. He goes, yeah, what can you do? Or something like that. I was like, all right, well, doing Conan next month. And I said that. What a fag. What a douche.
No, you're right.
I know,
You're
but
in the right.
I had to. I'm such a fucking loser that I was like, that was my way of winning. Like, hey, screw you. I'm doing TV next month.
Yeah, you're a winner. Fuck that guy. He's an asshole, and he didn't have to say that. That's a fucking piece of shit guy. Just give you the check. You asked to do the thing.
Right.
That thing only serves to hurt you and make himself feel good. Like, he could have gone, okay, yeah, it's on him.
Right.
He fucked up.
Yeah.
He thought it was going to be good. It's on him, so he's projecting it onto you.
Right.
Nice attempt. Only an asshole would say that. That is a thing that's being said only to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, he got me.
Anyone that says a thing specifically to hurt somebody's feelings is a fucking douchebag. That's what I say.
Yeah, and it was in front of all the guys. Oof, it was awkward.
Oh, fuck that guy. You're going to be laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Or sobbing all the way to the bank. But
Yeah.
you'll laugh sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Not now, evidently. But
Meh.
is that what led to the boxing lessons? Give that guy a...
No.
it
That was
too.
just a thing I've always wanted to try.
Ah, boy, you're going to be a real sexy fellow.
I might learn another language, too, but I got all this time. It's amazing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to learn Spanish.
You know, the body and the brain, it's just a vehicle. You can put stuff in it. It's amazing.
Interesting.
You can make it do things. So it's a sad walk back to the train. Like the walk to the golf club was 5 minutes. The walk back felt like an hour. Just because
Right.
you're thinking about you're replaying. I shouldn't have made fun of Hans, and the Jew joke was too much, and the pedophile.
Yeah.
And but got on that train, went straight to Sirius Radio. I had to do a podcast at Sirius. That was great. The guy's like, hey, it's like 10 at night. So the place is empty. So he's like, hey, here, we brought a bottle of whiskey in there. We're drinking whiskey while doing the radio. It's so fun. And the guy goes, hey, I'll buy you a beer, because I can't pay you for the radio show. I said, sure. We go to the bar. We go to Playwrights right outside on 7th Ave by Caroline's. This girl sits next to us at the bar. Fun gal. She's a dancer on Broadway. And she's kind of dumb, but she was nice. Took her home.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a crazy night.
Must have had quite the body on this gal.
Wow, that bottom half was nothing to shit on. It was you could bounce a
Is that
quarter
a good
off
thing?
that.
Okay, that's good.
I
yeah.
think I mixed up some words there, but yeah.
Any stoop naughtiness?
No, we skipped the stoop.
Oh, that's the way you got to do it. Escalator.
Yeah, I said. She goes, "Hey, you want to come up?" And I said, "We're definitely going up. No down here. We're going up."
Wow.
There was no chance of not going up.
Nicely done. Another girl for the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
Boy, she must have had quite a bottom.
quite a bottom.
Those dancers, and I've dated some distance runners. And they get so tight in there. The legs and the butts and the vaginal walls, it's all just
Ooh.
cinched up because
Love
of all
that.
the dancing and the exercising and the running.
Yeah, and these gals, they really want you to pound them.
Yes.
They like a pounding.
Well, it depends on the gal.
So it depends on the gal, but I think on a one-nighter.
Yeah, one nighter maybe, but sometimes this happened to me one time. A girl I ended up dating. The first time we had sex, I wanted to really teach her a lesson. Let her
Ooh.
know who she was dealing with.
Oh, yeah.
And in the middle of it, I got could you slow it down a little bit?
Oh, I've gotten that.
The first time out. That's always rough because you want to be like, I got all the shit. Here it is.
Right.
And then you get like okay, take it
Right,
easy,
right,
and you're like,
right.
oh boy, well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But then you build your way back up, and then 6 months later, you're churning butter in there.
Woo-wee. God, wouldn't you love to know what a woman is thinking? If you could know what a woman is thinking during sex, you'd rule the world.
Yeah, it's like that Mel Gibson movie.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I would enjoy that.
That would be really
But
helpful.
I would also hate it though. It's sort of like the
That's
philosophical
true.
thing, knowing when you die. There's all these benefits, but then you're like, no, what if she's like this? I'm bored. Imagine that.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
boy, what if she's thinking about Bruce Hornsby or somebody like
Oh,
that?
I hate Hornsby.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could get ugly.
I know what you mean.
I would
that's
rather
true.
not know what they're thinking,
Yeah, good point. Good point.
especially when you're in a long-term relationship. That would be
Oh
brutal.
God, she's just thinking about the mailman and everything.
Yeah, and whoever else, or your buddies, or your sister, or your aunt.
Oh God. Or yeah, her dad.
Yeah, well,
Right.
I'd be into that.
Ah.
You know what I mean? He's got a good-looking dad.
Oh yeah.
I had to do a corporate gig here at Stand Up New York
I walked by. I saw all the suits.
last Thursday.
Yeah.
I did it, and then I get here. I found out the company is the owner of the company is the same owner of this comedy club, and he's sitting in the audience. How terrifying is that?
Oh my God, the pilot is in the audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
I'm working for a guy who's looking at me with his friends.
What was he like?
He was smiling. His friends were all dying. It was a hot crowd. And it was a similar crowd. All these corporate crowds are kind of the same, but this one's, there was a big group of guys, and the same thing, they wanted to be shit on, but it's a better setting, I think, because it's in a comedy club.
Yeah.
And so shitting on them actually worked. I was like, look at these douchebags, and they all lost their mind.
Oh, God.
And I was like, you guys look like you all golfed together and then raped women. And they were like, and they lost their mind. But I kept having to peek back over, and you don't want to make eye contact. It's weird, but...
young guy, old guy?
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a young guy. Youngest guy. He owns all this equipment, so we can't. Even if he was the worst, we couldn't shit on him. But
right. I see.
He laughed, and the whole group laughed. It felt good, though. I feel like I get to keep working here. I think.
Yeah.
I hope. But it was a hot set.
Wow,
but very
great.
nerve-wracking because nobody told me that.
Yes.
So I just walk on stage. It was exactly like the pilot in the audience on Seinfeld. You walk in, you're like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Well, this is the worst situation I've ever been in, but it went well.
Oh, good. Well, that's great.
But your gig reminded me of a gig I did, very similar. Golf club, high-end one-percenters.
Yeah.
And it was our friend Nick DiPaolo's brother.
Uh-huh.
He works for I think a network out there in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
The Dublin, Ohio, and I think it might be called the Dublin Country Club. It's like a famous country club. They've had the U.S. Open there.
Mm-hmm.
Same money, $3,000.
Yeah.
You fly out. I rented a car. This is a couple years ago, and it's in place of Nick. So it was a big moment for me. Because Nick was like, I usually do this gig. I can't do it. I'm sending you. So it felt like this moment of like, you're sending me? I'm your equal? Boy, this is something.
He believes in you that much.
Yeah, he believed in me. And at $3,000 is the most I ever made in my life. It's the most money I've ever had before. I've never even seen that much money.
Right.
So I go out there, same thing, the rolling hills. What is a hill if it's not rolling? You know what I mean?
It's true. It's a boring hill.
Who wants a non-rolling hill?
It's a good point.
So I go there, and same thing. You walk in, and it's just the country club is just a mansion. It looks like Bruce Wayne's lair, and everyone's white, including the guy mowing the lawn was white.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I've never even heard of this.
That's
the servers
insane.
are all white. Everyone's white. The people washing the dishes are white.
Wow.
Insane.
Ohio.
And this real rich Republican thing. And there's like mansions on the golf course.
Uh-huh.
And it's this beautiful golf course. The sun's setting, and they're all wearing the same checkered pink pants and white shoes. And I'm wearing, jeans and a Bruins T-shirt and a hoodie, and I feel like a dick. And I immediately go right to that bar because I'm like, this is going to be brutal. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is terrifying. And I'm shaking, so I'm just drinking rum and Cokes. But this actually went well. It was different than yours. I came out, and I was like, everyone here is white. Even the help is white. And they were like, ah! And they were like, don't say anything about Obama because we're all Republicans. And I went out, and I was like, how could you vote for fucking Republican, you faggots? And this was a while ago, folks. Yeah. And I went right into the Obama, and they loved it. They loved being shit on. It was great.
Ah, see, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, this was like the opposite. It was outside. I ended up doing like an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh,
I talked to Nick. He's like, I did it last year. I only did 45. So I did a little extra time.
Wow.
But the booze, they kept bringing you the booze. And the shots on stage. And I'd be like, here's another round for fucking my friend. Here's another round for George Bush, that faggot.
Right.
And everyone's just laughing, and they loved it. But now I'm hammered. I rented a car. The show ends. They give me the check. We hang out. Now I go to my car, and I guess this was 3 years ago because it was right before I started dating Sarah, my girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm way too drunk to drive. So I just go and sit in my rental car, and I call Sarah. We hadn't been dating yet, but we were hanging out.
Yeah.
And it got emotional. I was like trying to convince her to date me. She was a little nervous. I found out later because I had herpes, and she knew it.
That's understandable.
But at the time, she was like, I don't know, your room's messy. She kept talking about how my room was messy.
Interesting.
And she's like, I just don't know. You're coming off of another relationship. You drink a lot. And I'm like, I got so emotional, I started crying on the phone.
Wow.
I was like, just date me. I'm funny, and I'm just a great guy, and I love you. I started throwing I love yous out there, and then she's like, well, you love me? And the whole conversation is like brownout. It's one of those ones the next day where you're like, did I say I love you to that girl?
Oh, I've been there.
You talk about trying to slow play it, and I'm just throwing out I love yous, and why aren't you dating me? I'm pleading for a person to date me drunk.
Yeah, right.
And then I hang up, and I'm like, I'm still too drunk to drive. They're all still in the country club.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't drive, and she's not calling me back ever. So I lowered the seat and took a nap. I'm just sleeping in the parking lot. I just made $3,000.
Yeah.
And I hear the old... At one point, I look up, and it's a woman. She's like, "Are you all right?" She's in like a dress or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "Are you okay? Do you need a ride?" And I was like, oh, no, I'm fine. I'm the comedian.
Yeah.
And the country club is men only. I forgot to mention that.
Oh,
the whole
wow.
show is men, so she's coming to pick up her drunk husband
Uh-huh.
and was just going to scoop me up, too.
Wow.
And so it's embarrassing. I think that's like the ultimate comedian thing. You do something, you're at the country club, everyone's in suits or whatever, golf pants,
Yeah.
millionaires. You do the show, you kill, and then you're just sleeping in a rental car in the parking lot.
That's so comedy.
And everyone's like, all right, well, that was fun, Bruce and Glenn or whatever. And they're
Right.
driving their Mercedes past my Ford Taurus rental
Yeah.
while I'm sleeping in it.
Wow.
And this woman can just see it on me. She's like, are you all right? And I'm like, I'm fine. Get out of here.
That's how and for everybody out there, it's like, oh, look, you comics are so lucky. It must be amazing. What a lifestyle. It's so crazy. The fast lane. That's comedy. What you're doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Sleeping
that.
in a rental car.
And this happened to me the other day. There's a lot of eating by yourself in a restaurant.
Oh, a lot of that.
Which I'm not embarrassed by. And,
Me neither.
But here's what I am embarrassed by. The other day I was at a restaurant, and I'm sitting there by myself. It's late at night, and it's like it's in New York City here. Sanford's in Astoria. But it's kind of like clubby. It's very Queensy. So there's all these Latinos and Greeks.
Yeah.
And they go there like post-date. They play like... It's weird. It's like an open restaurant that stays open and plays dance music. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there by myself, and I'm fine with that. Then they sit a guy who's also by himself, one table in front of me, facing me.
You can't face.
Now I'm on a date.
Yes.
Now I'm just it's like we're a gay couple arguing. We're just silent, staring at our food. We keep looking up, at least see him with his back to me, so we're like fighter pilots.
Yeah.
Like Maverick and Goose. I just gotta
Right.
stare at this guy, and he got there literally 1 minute after me, so it's like a 40-minute thing where we're just eating dinner directly across
my
from each
God.
other. It's like one of those long tables, you know?
Yeah, pass the salt.
Exactly. And,
Oh, boy.
it was just brutal.
Ugh. Do you speak?
No, I couldn't, but because he's still a table away, so it'd be weird. But hey, Henry,
Right.
Joe's the name.
Yeah. Hope it's Henry.
Right. I don't know why I went with Henry, but
it
I feel like a long table, Henry. I don't know.
Speaking of clubby and whatnot, this morning I woke up on 181st Street. You ever been up there?
I have. I went to a concert. Well, I went to like 168th, I think.
It is. It's a whole nother world up there.
It's great. There's woods up there.
Well, I didn't see any woods. I saw a lot of Latinos and garbage, and I think it's soca music. Soca,
Not familiar.
is that it? Soca.
I know about Snooki, but that's a different thing.
I think it's soca.
Aha.
Yeah, but it was just it's like a fast kind of reggae-esque, but
Right.
quicker, techno-y, and it was just everybody's just running around the streets, and it was wild, and you're like, man, this little chick lives up here. It's crazy how the other half lives.
Is that the Latino chick you told me about?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
This is a new one. This is the one I met at the bar.
Oh,
This is
wow.
the Broadway
Different
gal.
Mike Vecchione, our pal, used to live up there, and he used to have a Dominican flag on his rearview mirror just to make it so no one would break into his car.
Oh, genius.
Yeah. When I lived in Harlem, I used to have my Martin Luther King album.
Ah, yeah,
And
the
a
album.
basketball.
Nice. Yeah. The what was that the B tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but it was just crazy because it much like your night. You're at this golf club, then you end up sleeping in a car. I'm at a golf course in upstate New York, beautiful, and I wake up in fucking Washington Heights.
Wow.
So it's just this. It's the crazy life of a comic. It's
You're-
always different.
Yeah, just different worlds. It's
Different worlds.
fascinating. You
It
get to do
is.
it. I've been to, Iraq.
Yes.
And then 2 nights later, you're at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
And then a week after that, you're at the Tacoma Comedy Club, and you're like,
Right.
this is wild. And all this, you only have your act, so all that material has to work in all these situations.
So true.
And so occasionally, people are gonna hate you.
Yeah. But you lose sleep, and Shacky actually brought this up to me the other night. It was kind of nice to hear. Dan Shacky, a fellow comic and friend, he said, he's like, I see you everywhere. You're on all these shows. You're at all these parties. You got all these stories. When are you sleeping? When's your downtime? And I was like, I don't know if I have any.
No downtime.
Not really.
You gotta work it in there. Though,
I gotta work
because
it in.
You that's how you get sick, and you get.
yeah.
One time you had whatever the hell you had. You
H.
still got-
pylori.
Yeah, you still had pills at my house, by the way.
Oh yeah, can I grab those?
Yeah, of course.
All
What am
right.
I gonna do?
Yeah, don't snort them.
Well, I stuck a couple in my asshole, but that was only because I was trying to smuggle them into Ohio for
Aha.
that corporate gig.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Speaking of gigs and things and travel, I went to Albany this past weekend.
Oh, lay it on me.
And boy, we got some big fans up there, and I want to get to them in a second. I find out my car is on the fritz, as you may or may not know.
Per usual.
We've talked about it, but now it's going down. I mean, it is going down.
This is the end
Check
of it.
engine light. It's making a squeak. If anyone is a mechanic, write to me. It's just going. it's horrible. I can't even hear myself think.
A metallic squink,
Yes.
a galunk.
It jumps between first and second gear.
Oh, yeah.
The windshield, the whole thing. It's bad news bears, and so I can't drive it. I'm like, I can't do this gig in Albany, but the bus is too much. I don't want to take a bus.
No.
And then the gig is a half hour away from the hotel. It's one of these things, and then there's another gig 20 minutes north. So I'm fuck it. I'm renting a car. I'll rent a car. The gig pays, $500. The car's going to cost me $250, but I'm like, it's worth it to not ride a bus. And sometimes, as you know, we've talked about it, and no offense to anyone in particular, sometimes the club will send somebody from the club to pick you up or whatever, and it's the chef or it's
Right.
some old woman.
Right.
This club particularly, there was an old woman that used to send, and she was sweet. But you value your time.
Yes.
And 40 minutes in a car with a 75-year-old
Oh,
woman
my
is worth
God.
more than $100 to me.
I feel you on that one.
That
yeah.
should be a corporate gig if I have to make small talk with a woman who was born in the 30s.
We should get paid for that.
Exactly. I'm on the clock.
Right.
I'm trying to come up with stuff. I'm like, what was Prohibition like? Boy, what Wizard of Oz? I love it.
Yeah, the Charleston, huh?
Yeah. What?
D-Day.
When did your pussy go bad?
Yeah, is it dusty?
Stuff like that. And by
Right.
the way, after menopause, can you still get wet? They still have sex, right?
Oh, yeah, it's still moisture.
Right.
Menopause has nothing to do with the vaginal moistening system.
So that must be kind of nice. Once you get over the trauma of going through menopause, it must be sweet. Everyone can just dump one in you.
Oh, you kidding? I got a whole bit about it. That's the whole bit.
Oh well, it's exciting.
It's killing.
That's great.
Thank you. It's a
I
good bit.
Yeah, we tried working on it one time. I think I had a thing that didn't help at all. It wasn't good.
Possibly.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if the whole thing dries up.
No, just the blood part stops. The
I see.
bleeding. The ovaries go away. I don't know.
So a 70-year-old woman can she still get?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Good to know.
Yes. Yeah, nursing homes, here we come.
We're on our way right now.
Yeah.
So anyways, I got to go rent a car, and I'm like, I'm not going to make any money. So I go to the rental place, Upper East Side. It's $220. I show up, and there's a long line. I got to get up. I got to get the car by noon. It's 11 a.m. I wake up. I go. I found out while I'm waiting in line, the Thursday show's canceled. Nobody told me.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, now I'm just paying for a car
Yeah.
for no reason, but they charge you, double if you don't pick it up. So I get up to the front of the line. I'm waiting for 25 minutes. I don't even need the car at this point.
Right.
But I might as well pick it up now. So I'm like, yeah, I rented a car. Joe List. Here's my thing. He's like, all right, it's a debit card. We put a $250 hold. No sweat. I just got the Letterman. I got money coming I got money coming in from Audible.com. I'm floating in it. I got easily $1,200.
What can I ask? What company hurts?
This is $1.
Dollar. All right.
Cheap, yeah.
Got it.
So
Not a dollar, by the way.
he runs it. Big thing comes up. Do not rent.
Oh,
They
shit.
run your credit. I don't even know what credit is between you and me. I don't know what a hedge fund is. I don't know what credit is, and I don't know what a GI Bill is. I got no credit.
This is so funny. I had the same thing happen to me, but keep going.
It only happens in New York, the middle of the country. I've rented cars all the time.
I rent cars in L.A. every night.
I got debit. You just divvy them up to people.
My father's gay.
So it just says don't rent. And the
Yeah.
guy's like, I can't rent your car, sir. And I'm like, well, what do you try another debit card?
There's a hold.
So he runs on the other debit card, and he's like, they're checking the same credit report.
Right,
they're
right.
checking Joseph A. List from Whitman, Mass.
What is that? Andrew? Arthur? Albert.
Yeah.
Got it.
Jojo Burt, they call me. That's my 70s black basketball player name.
Jojo Burt.
The Skyhook.
Nice.
So anyways, it says don't rent. So I'm like, well, I just call my mother. It's still my instinct to just call my mother. And she can't. I'm like, hey, Mom, they won't rent me a car.
Your
then
mom's
I was like-
can I borrow some money?
And I was like, can I have her rent the car? I'm holding the phone, I'm
Yeah.
like, can I have her rent the car? And the guy's like, no. And I was like, can she wire me money? And he's like, wait, that's not even a thing.
Right.
And so I'm like, fuck, well, I just can't have a car. It's like the Louis bit where he has all the groceries and he has no money.
Right,
He's like, I
right.
got to put all the items back.
Yeah.
So that's such a sad feeling. And then there's people in line behind me now, like families and stuff with luggage. And I have like a bag and a suitcase. And I just
Yeah.
have to walk away.
Yeah.
No car. I'm like, I don't
Ugh.
even know what I'm going to do.
Right.
So then I call Jason Cannon, my roommate. Oh, go ahead.
Well, now it's good that you Thursday got canceled.
Yeah, because now I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going
Right.
to take a bus. Then I get an email. It says, comic is expected to drive himself from gig to gig. So I'm like, fuck me. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I call my roommate, Jason Canner. I remember he was car sitting for another fellow comedian, Jeremy Essig. Know him?
Wow. I don't know him.
Nice guy. He's from St. Louis. Just moved to Astoria. And he's on the road. So Jason's car sitting. I go, well, Essig let me borrow his car. I'll give him $100, which is $150 less.
Yeah, you're making cash.
I get a text right back. He needs the cash desperately. The car's yours.
Hey, that's great.
So I'm thrilled. He saved my debt. So my card not going through saved me $150.
Wow.
I don't have to worry about it getting dinged up. All
Wow.
the crap, the insurance. I don't have to drive back to the Upper East Side. I don't
love
have to deal
that.
with this African American man who seemed to hate me just
Yeah.
based on my look,
Right.
which I don't care for.
I don't either.
Anyway, so I borrowed Essex's car. He's a lifesaver, this guy.
Wow.
And then, I never get to drive new cars. It's
Oh,
amazing.
the
I'm just
best.
swinging through lanes. I'm driving the wrong side. The doors
Yeah.
are open. My album's playing. I got the top down. It's not even a
Yeah.
convertible.
You're jerking off.
I jerked off all over his car.
Oh, yeah, just shoot it right in the console.
Yeah, he's fine. He'll be all right.
But how cool is that? I love a guy who needs cash. There's
Yes.
nothing better than a guy strapped for cash. You
Of
can do
course.
anything. Hey, mow my lawn and wash my car. I'll
Right.
do it. 20
Right,
bucks.
right. Of course. One time I was so strapped for cash, my buddy was doing a show in a gym, like a Gold's Gym, and he was getting paid. This is years ago, like 10 years ago. He was getting paid $50, and I was like, "Let me do 5 minutes in front of you. I'll take $10."
Yeah.
I just wanted $10. I was like, "Give me
Wow,
anything." And
yeah.
then, it was the worst gig of my life. But I was doing comedy in front of a guy doing leg press and going, "Ugh." King. Anyways.
Right.
But so I borrowed Jeremy Essex's car. I want to thank him. And then we got to wrap up. We got to get out of here. While I was in Albany, our friend Ashley, who's engaged to Carl, I think. Fuck, I don't know his name. I think it might be Carl.
Congratulations, you two.
But anyways, they want us to come up and do the wedding.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
We can't do that. We're gonna have to make $3,000 a piece. But
Yeah.
Ashley gave us a nice Chipotle gift card and just so thoughtful and sweet. You can feel the love. I love the
I
love.
love it. I had a guy in Seattle, Kyle. Thanks for the gift cards, my friend. We ate plenty of that.
That's nice. And I want to plug this. We got to wrap up. But this weekend, if you're listening, it's Tuesday. This weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's America's birthday weekend. I'm headlining the Stress Factory, and I'm thrilled for the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I love that club so much.
Great club.
In 2002, I drove down to watch Stanhope there 12 years ago, and
Woo-wee.
so it feels good. So come on out. If you're a fan, North Jersey, the tri-state area,
Yes.
come on out. Fuck fireworks.
Fuck fireworks. They're always let down. They're lackluster. Go out and see the List Man
List man.
headlining. Check your local listings.
All right. Listeners.
Yes. And I will be, I think in 2 weeks, I will be at the Knoxville Side Splitters.
Oh, I've heard good things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Tennessee people, come on down.
University of Tennessee. Get out there.
Yeah.
Come see us.
I'll buy your drinks.
Aha.
Not really.
He won't.
No.
All right.
Follow us on Twitter. Oh, we got a new website.
New website.
And we got to thank Amy Hawthorne for putting it together. Thank you, Amy. You're the best. We'll give you some
What
money
is it?
soon.
TuesdaysWithStories.com?
Something like that.
We don't know, but
Google
it.
Google it.
All right. We love you. You're the best. I love you, Marcus.
Love you,
I'll
buddy.
see you guys later.
Take it easy.